What is going on, everyone? It is Super here, and welcome to another Mortal Kombat X video. And today we have another Q&A video for you guys. So as always, if you have your own question, make sure you guys leave it in the comment section. But let's get started here. First question comes from Rain for MK11, and this is one of my favorite questions that I've gotten asked so far in any of these Q&A videos. So I want you guys to comment your answer to this question, and it goes: out of all the characters in MKX, who was the most overpowered character in their prime? And this question is very hard to answer because MKX has actually had some insanely overpowered characters. Like, insanely. If you guys think Alien is bad right now, or Melina, there's been worse than those characters. Even though those characters are fucking ridiculous and amazing, there's been characters worse than that. So let's go through the list, shall we? I can't really pick one, or maybe I'll pick one at the end of the answer, but let me give you guys the rundown of a couple of ridiculous characters. So the first one that comes to my head is Tanya. Tanya, when she was first released for Combat Pack number 2 or Combat Pack number 1, was ridiculous. Like, all her variations were crazy. First of all, you could teleport. The teleport was completely invincible while you were teleporting. So you could literally teleport over and over and your opponent couldn't do anything about it. You guys know now when Tanya teleports, if someone catches her teleport, you can neutral jump punch it. It wasn't able to do that before. Her teleport was completely invincible. Her EX teleport is a 7-frame move that led to a 30% combo back when her damage was, pretty good, and it had armor on it. And not only that, but it led you to another mix-up if your opponent blocked it. So, your opponent couldn't do anything on your own wake-up. Like, if he knocked you down, if he was pressuring you, you could literally, as Tanya, teleport, have armor on your move, so your opponent has to block it. Not only that, but the teleport leads to like a jump kick or a jump punch into another teleport if you want to escape, or into your own pressure as fucking Tanya, which was ridiculous. Not only that, but her teleport allowed her to be probably the best zoner in the game in Pyromancer. So Tanya pre-patched and like release Tanya was extremely ridiculous. So I already, like, she's definitely one of the top, like right at the top of the list. Another character is Fisticuffs Johnny Cage. The reason you guys see no Fisticuffs Johnny Cage is because he was so ridiculous that they completely killed the character, pretty much killed the variation. Back when DJT used him in like the Commonwealth, if you guys have a chance, go watch that set with Sonic Fox Grand Finals, one of the best sets of all time. He was using Fisticuffs Johnny Cage. After that, you never saw Johnny Cage Fisticuffs again because his speed back punches were insanely good. Obviously the first speed bag punch is like a 8-frame mid, right? So you couldn't armor through it or backdash through it until like the 4th hit. It wouldn't have any pushback. It would build a ton of meter. Johnny Cage's down 4 was how it used to be, and he was just ridiculous. Another character that comes to mind is Thunder God Raiden. So a lot of people complain, why is Raiden so bad now? It's because he was insanely overpowered before. He had a, I believe, 6-frame mid. 6-frame mid. Just think about that. His forward one, like his chop, it was a 6-frame fucking mid, which was ridiculous. And it just, I don't know. He was just insanely good. Like, there were so many Raidens when the game first came out. Actually, Raiden won, I believe, the first Mortal Kombat, like big Mortal Kombat tournament. I forgot. I'm sorry, I forgot the name of the tournament, but he won like the first major tournament. And another variation that was ridiculous. This one doesn't really count too much because this was pre-release Mortal Kombat X. Is Erin Black. Erin Black, the one that Sonic Fox used at the Fatal 8, was a version of Erin Black that I wish I had myself, because this version was insanely overpowered. His 112 was +5 on block. His EX slide was completely safe. And his command grab was plus 27 on hit, so you could get another mix up. You know, he was just really, really good. Obviously, you guys know Summoner Quan Chi before they patched him was insanely good. Cyrax was insanely good. Cyber Sub-Zero was insanely good. You know, when they first came out. So all those characters were good, but I think the one character that takes the cake as the most overpowered of all time in MKX has to be Day 1 Dragon's Fire Liu Kang. Day 1 Dragon's Fire Liu Kang, his cancels were, you know, like plus 15, and you didn't even have to run. You could just dash cancel. So there's a difference. When you dash cancel, your character recovers a lot slower than if you run cancel. So his cancels were so plus that you could jail your opponent just by dash canceling. Not only that, but his EX bicycle kick was plus 22 on block. Plus 22 on block. Yeah, plus 22. And then he had the just regular fireball cancels that could jail your opponent. Yeah, I think that is completely broken. There was no way your opponent could get out unless he got hit by the last hit of the string, or he took the bicycle kick. And then if he gets knocked down, Liu Kang could just run at you and just keep doing the loop over and over again. And unless you have a block breaker, obviously you're not going to have meter forever. Yeah, that is just completely ridiculous. I think they got rid of that like after the first week. But that version of Liu Kang was around for around a week, so that's definitely the most overpowered variation that I could think of in this game. Along with, like, Tanya was just ridiculous. Like, Day 1 Tanya, that comes to, it sticks in my mind because there was a tournament where top 8 was literally all Tanyas, and, you know, the crowd was booing, and they were, like, counting the amount of teleports. I think it was CEO of 2015, and yeah, it was a crazy, crazy tournament seeing all Tanyas. But thank you for the question, Mr. Rain for MK. Made me think a lot about the characters in MKX. So moving on here, No Chill asks, would you rather have Injustice 2 released sooner but no Combat Pack 3, or Injustice 2 later but have Combat Pack 3? I would definitely pick Injustice 2 to be released a little bit later in 2017 and have NetherRealm give us Combat Pack 3. Moving on here, Pabs asks, who would you say was the character you spent the most time with in training mode? That would definitely be Erin Black. I think, you know, a lot of people ask me how I'm able to do the 2-1-1-2-2 string consistently. I guess it's just, you know, spending time in practice mode, developing the muscle memory, and, you know, stuff like that. I definitely spend a good amount of time with Erin Black in training mode. Moving on here, Chillaxin asks, Super, have you ever had a job? And if not, is YouTube your dream job? And YouTube is definitely a dream job, and a dream job come true because of you guys, which I really thank you. And yeah, I've had jobs before, and I worked at a supermarket. The last job that I worked at, excluding like little jobs with friends, where, you know, they would hook me up with like a weekend job, something like that, to help them out. Was I worked at a grocery store, and I was like you know, person that would bring in the shopping carts, put them in their place, you know, work the floor and stuff, and just clean and do all that shit. And I hated it so fucking much, so much. And, you know, I've never really been the person that really enjoyed having a 9-to-5 job. That's why I worked so hard to like try to make YouTube a thing and, you know, pretty much a job, because I really do not like working under somebody's you know, eye. I really don't like taking orders from people, you know, for jobs and stuff. And yeah, man, like regular 9-to-5 jobs are not for me. So I've definitely had jobs before, but I've hated every single one of them except for YouTube. So now that I'm doing YouTube full time, I am so fucking happy, because it's pretty much like a dream come true, making content, you know, day in and day out. So yeah, thank you guys so much for that. And with that being said, that's gonna be the end of today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time.